No, this is not a green juice. It's an iced almond milk matcha latte. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. Got a little swish. There's nothing better. My name's Natalia. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've posted a YouTube video, and that is because my life has just been a little chaotic lately with school and just like balancing everything out. But I do want to get back into YouTube. I miss it. I'm happy you're here. Basically, my channel is all about living a healthy lifestyle. I'm obsessed with just all things health and wellness. But I did want to just come back with a little Q&A video. I've been getting lots of requests to do one. I've never done one before, so I think that this is a good way to just ease my way back into YouTube and have you guys get to know me a little bit more and yeah, answer some questions. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. And just as a little disclaimer, I do want to say I'm answering all these questions, all these health, fitness questions related from my experience. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a fitness coach. I am just going off of my own experience, so just keep that in mind. Take everything with a grain of salt, and yeah. So to start, I'm just going to give a little intro about myself because I got so many questions asking how old I am, where I'm from, if I'm in school, stuff like that. So just going to give a little intro. I'm 21 years old. I was born and raised in Orange County, California. Yeah, so I was born and raised in the same house. I'm still living there currently, and I go to Cal State Long Beach. I went to Saddleback College, which is a community college in Orange County, and then I literally just transferred this year during COVID, so we love that for me. But yeah, so I just transferred and I'm studying communications. So yeah, I'm still living at home. Yes, I'm ready to move out. Thankfully, I'm moving out probably in January with a roommate, and I'm super stoked because your girl's ready. She's ready to move and get out of OC because I've been here way too long, and I could not be more excited to just grow on my own, do my own thing. Yeah, I'm stoked. Okay, first question, how many times a week do you work out? So right now my gym schedule is a little funky just because with COVID, like right now my gym's closed. It's the third time it's closed. So right now I'm kind of just doing my own thing at home. I have been going to parks because it's hard for me to work out at home now. Like honestly, it's really hard to find motivation. I need to be like outside or around people, or else I just won't do a workout at home. I've learned that. So when I'm in the gym and the gyms are open, I work out around 5 times a week. But right now it's more like 3 to 5. How do you balance your diet? So I eat intuitively. I don't believe in diets. If you know me at all, if you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, you know that I am so anti-diet. So I don't follow like any diets. I eat intuitively, which means I listen to my hunger cues. I eat when I'm hungry. I stop when I'm full. I don't have any like set times that I'm allowed to eat. Just no rules. Literally just listening to my body and living intuitively is how I should describe it. That's my diet, is living intuitively. But I do try to be more like 80-20, so eating 80% whole foods and 20% whatever else I want. And then I got another question, how do you eat an 80-20 diet? So for me, I'm not super strict about it. Like I'm not calculating like all the whole foods I'm eating and being like, okay, like this, like, you know, how I try and follow an 80-20 diet is like during the week I will cook all my own meals. I will meal prep things like fish and rice, power bowls, things that make me feel good that I genuinely love eating at home. And then on the weekends is when I will most likely go out with friends and eat a meal outside. But in the house I try to eat more whole foods and make more like plant-based meals. Favorite oatmeal recipe? I will definitely show you guys right here which one is my favorite. This is my go-to all the time. Yeah, but the basics: crunchy peanut butter, cinnamon, and bananas. Like, those are the superior toppings, I think, in any oatmeal recipe. Like, you need those or it's gonna taste different. It's gonna taste awful. So make sure you have those key components. How do you stay so consistent with health and fitness? For me, health and fitness is something that genuinely makes me so happy. Like, living a healthy lifestyle, finding recipes I look forward to eating every day, finding movement that doesn't feel like a chore, that genuinely makes me feel good after. Do you love living in California? Yes, I absolutely love living in California. This is all I've ever known though, so I definitely want to experience other lifestyles, other cultures. What motivated you to start eating healthy, working out? So at first my motivation kind of relied on acceptance from other people, which is not the right way to start your health journey. So once I changed my why and made it more about myself and my goals and my aspirations, it completely changed. That's what motivated me to keep pushing. And once I changed my why, I completely, everything shifted. Finding recipes I loved and started really falling in love with the gym and weightlifting. And yeah, so make sure your why is never relied on another person, because it's gotta be about you. Did you recover on your own from disordered eating? For the most part, yes. I don't think any of my family or friends knew I had an unhealthy relationship with food or disordered eating habits that I know of. They just knew I was trying to lose weight and, be fit, but that can I feel like for a lot of people that can, when you're trying to lose weight, you're doing anything you can to drop the weight fast and whatever, but it can be extremely unhealthy for you mentally if you're not doing it in the right way. I wish I had asked for help when I was struggling with food and with exercise and all of that. So if you think you might be struggling with disordered eating, please don't be afraid to ask for help, because I honestly wish I did. I feel like there's no shame in that. Your friends and your family are probably wanting to help you. It's okay to ask for help when you think you might need it. Which filters / apps do you use for editing? I use Visco and PixArt. Did you lose any friends during your health journey? Yeah. I think being self-aware of who was in my life during the time when I was trying to become my best self was extremely important, because I was able to realize who was stunting my growth and who was not aligning with the lifestyle I was trying to implement. So yeah, I definitely realized that some people in my life were very toxic, and in order for me to move forward and continue on my health journey, I, had to leave some people behind, and that's okay. That happens. In any stage of life, I feel like you're gonna either gain some friends or lose some, and that's just you evolving and growing, and it's okay. You prioritizing your health and yourself. So we support that. Favorite places to clothes shop? I love shopping at Princess Polly, Urban, and Nordstrom. Those are my top 3, top shop. How did you stop counting calories daily? I used to literally put everything into MyFitnessPal. I was obsessed with tracking and counting all my calories, and it got really obsessive and unhealthy. So I literally just deleted the app. I still kind of knew how many calories I was eating, because my mind was just so fixated on counting that when I first deleted the app, it was hard for me to just not count. But the more that I just focused on how I was eating, what felt good, and just eating more intuitively, the obsessiveness started to go away. It does take time, but it's definitely possible. Do you ever drink alcohol, see it as a negative to a health journey? I definitely used to drink a lot more than I do now. I think that restricting anything is not realistic for me. I will definitely go out with my friends and have a drink if I'm wanting a drink, but I feel my best when I'm not waking up hungover all the time. So for me, I just try to keep it balanced. You know, if I'm out with friends, a party, a celebration, you already know I'm ordering a mojito or a margarita, but I think everything in moderation is key. So that's just my viewpoint on drinking alcohol. Tips for focusing more on nutrients, ingredients over counting calories. I think that nutrients are like extremely important for trying to implement more of like a healthy lifestyle. I think like focusing on nutrients over calories is more beneficial for me, at least. Just because like something is labeled low calorie doesn't mean it's necessarily healthy or good for you. I think that for me, like nutritionally dense foods are what make me feel my best rather than a low calorie food. Like, I just choose to focus on nutrients over calories. How has COVID affected you mentally and physically? Obviously, it's been up and down with COVID. I mean, right now we're currently in another lockdown, and like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, like, my mental health has not been the greatest lately. It's hard to stay positive sometimes, but for me, what I try to do is to just find joy in the little things and know that this is temporary, and being out in nature really helps me feel grounded as well. And yeah, the gyms are now closed for a third time, so I'm just doing my own thing, literally just going to parks and doing a HIIT workout, going for runs, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard for me because I do enjoy the gym so much. I enjoy weightlifting so much, but hopefully they'll open again soon. How is it living at home? Pros and cons. There's a lot of ups and downs with living at home. Ever since I was literally like 13 years old, I've dreamt about moving out, envisioning like my own apartment with my own like decoration, and yeah, I've always just dreamt of like having my own place and moving out. So I haven't moved out yet just because I was at community college for 2 years. I wanted to save money and then move out once I went to Long Beach, but with everything being online, I decided to stay home one more semester. But I will be taking a gap semester next semester, so I'm gonna be moving to LA. And just having a fresh start, being online has been really tough for me, and I don't feel like, for me personally, it's worth to spend thousands of dollars on online education. That's just not what I signed up for. That's not what I worked hard at my community college to transfer out of. I want to go to class, and that's just how I learn best. So I will be taking a gap semester and just focusing fully on making content, you know, being more active on YouTube, Instagram, all of that, because I genuinely love it. You always have the best recipes. Where do you get your inspiration from? Pinterest, baby. Literally, Pinterest
is my favorite app.
Like, if I were to only have one app, it would be Pinterest. How do you deal with people that make negative comments when you make healthy choices? Honestly, I think it's so dumb when people think they have a right to tell you their opinion about what's on your plate. Like, who do you think you are? No, but seriously, like, it's funny to me. I'm just like, yeah, I decided to get a side of broccoli instead of fries. Like, why are you offended? Or, yeah, I decided to get the salad instead of the soup.
You know?
Or vice versa. There's people who are also just like, who will judge you for getting the fries instead of the side of broccoli. Like, just focus on you. Get those people out of your life if they're continuously doing it, or talk to them, because
like, who gave you the right
to talk about what's on my plate?
Bye.
We don't have time for that, dude. I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to not be healthy. Like,
whatever. Just let me do my thing.
I can't stand people like that. I'm sorry. I'm like, whew, I'm like getting mad over here. Why am I like getting cold right now? That's better. When did your oat addiction start? Love you, queen. I love you too. My oat addiction started during quarantine is when it really increased. I eat oats for breakfast every day now, and I'm not sorry about it. What is something that you did to ensure you were staying in a calorie deficit? Thanks. So when I was losing weight and I decided to stop counting calories, what I did to continue being in a caloric deficit was I implemented daily movement. I made sure to follow the 80-20, more whole foods. I was weightlifting 4 to 5 days a week, drinking lots of water, getting lots of sleep. Those are the things that helped me stay in a calorie deficit. Are you dating anyone? Will we ever meet a future boyfriend? So I'm single and I'm totally okay with that. Like, I honestly enjoy my own company more than I enjoy most people's. So I'm in no rush. Like, if the right person comes at the right time, amazing, cool. But yeah, we'll see. Right now, I'm just doing me. I hate myself. That's why I'm single. What is your favorite food? Oats. Or like burrito bowls. I've been into burrito bowls so much lately. I think it's because I just love variety. So like with oatmeal, obviously you can put as many toppings as you want and it'll probably taste bomb. And same with like a burrito bowl. Like you got your tortilla, your rice, your beans, salsa, guac. There's like 20 different things and you put it together. But I also love sushi and I also love pasta. I really just love carbs. Like, carbs are definitely what give me the most comfort. Do you have a big sweet tooth? Yeah. I have to have dessert every night. Like, I eat dessert every night. Why do you call it a cement smoothie? So if you're new here and you don't know my iconic cement smoothie, I'll put the recipe right here. I call it a cement smoothie because it literally looks like a piece of brick, and that's because of like the spinach and the chocolate protein that makes it look gunky. But I swear,
don't sleep on my cement smoothie.
Like, just because it looks like straight up asphalt does not mean it's not the best smoothie you've ever tasted. From my personal experience, smoothies that look gunky and look like absolute shit are the ones that slap the hardest. What do you do to change your mood when you're feeling down? Usually I'll just go for a drive, play my favorite music, or I will go for a walk by the beach. Just try and ground myself and put myself in a place that I feel safe and at peace, which is the beach always. Or like I'll just go on Pinterest and I'll make like a mood board, think about my future, or I'll treat myself and I'll go get some ice cream or whatever I'm craving. That usually shifts my mood immediately. Can you give tips on journaling, like ideas of questions? So if
you didn't know,
I made a 50-day journal prompt guide for people who are just getting into journaling, or for people who are just wanting more like reflective, self-love, self-discovery prompts. So yeah, I just released that. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. But Pinterest definitely inspires me to come up with those questions. How do you cope with the negative comments? So I don't take like hate or negative comments personally because it's usually people that don't know me personally. So
why would I take it personally?
We don't have time for that. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I'm always open to like hearing people out though and hearing different viewpoints. Obviously, I'm still learning. I want to have conversations with people that might not agree with what I'm putting out, and I'm always willing to learn. But yeah, if someone's just like being mean just to be mean, that's just reflective on their insecurities, and I don't have time for it. It doesn't matter to me. How did you start your account and what was your vision? What platform did you start on? So I started my account in January 2020. So I started on Instagram, and that was my only intention, was just starting like a health page to post recipes, keep myself accountable, to keep working out, stuff like that, and like form a little community. I wanted to help inspire others to also live their best selves, but I never ever thought it would be where it is right now, like within a year. It's just crazy to me like how many people I've met through this platform, how many people I've inspired. Like, it's just, it blows my mind. I'm still like processing everything that's happened since I've made this account. But I'm so thankful that I did make it, because it's honestly changed my life, and I'm like still processing everything. Tips for someone overwhelmed to start working out. So honestly, just take it slow. Don't rush into anything. Find what works for you. Try different workouts. Find movement that you genuinely enjoy. Don't do what others are doing just because that's what works for them. I'm someone who enjoys weightlifting. That's what gives me motivation and keeps me feeling good. But for some people, it's doing more HIIT and more cardio. Like, just find what works for you and don't rush into finding it right away. Where are you hoping to find yourself in the future? I definitely want to travel. I want to travel a bunch. I want to live in Europe for a little bit. I would love to experience the city life, like Boston or New York City. I would love to continue making content. I want to open up an oatmeal restaurant. I want to probably start up a podcast at some point. I just want to continue being a light in people's lives and making people happy and helping people with their relationship with food and just making people joyful. And I would love to become a holistic health coach and start, you know, helping people one-on-one. But yeah, just definitely like working remotely would be ideal. How did you get started on your health journey? So how I got started was my senior year of high school is when I was my unhealthiest, and my boyfriend of almost 2 years broke up with me, and that's what initially sparked me to want to lose weight and glow up and just completely change. And basically I just wanted to lose as much weight as I could the fastest, which was not healthy. And I'm gonna make a video talking about my weight loss journey and give you more details in that video. That's what initially triggered me to want to have a more healthy lifestyle, which at first was not healthy, but then got healthy. So stay tuned for that video. Do you feel guilty if you don't work out some days? So I definitely used to feel super guilty when I would miss a workout and stuff like that, but now I have really been practicing just working out more intuitively and listening to my body. I never force myself to work out anymore if I'm not really feeling it. I'll just go for a walk or do some light yoga. I just do whatever feels good, and that's really helped me develop a healthier relationship with working out and moving my body. Favorite Celsius flavor? You already know. Apple pear. How the heck do you tell someone you like them? You literally just tell them. Like, if they don't like you back, that's their issue. How/where do you find motivation? I find my motivation through Pinterest, people I'm following on Instagram, and I also try and think about like how far I've come and how much farther I want to go. I try and visualize my highest self, someone who's feeling healthy, someone who wakes up early, feels good with the food that they're eating, making habits that will accommodate that. Am I even making sense? Yeah, just visualizing my highest self and making little changes to make that my reality. How do you stay so confident? Well, every morning I write down 5 self-affirmations to start my day, and that has really helped me with my confidence. I also have just kind of accepted the fact that I'm all I have, I'm all I've got, so you might as well just flaunt what you got, and yeah. Did you ever lose your period? Yes, so when I was restricting and overworking myself in the gym, I did lose my period, but I got it back, and I got it back by doing lower impact workouts like yoga, walking, stuff like that. Also eating more food, which was scary but very necessary. And also maca powder really helped me. I started putting it in my oats and in my smoothies, and it really helps with balancing hormones, so I think that also really helped me get my period back. How do I get myself to like oatmeal? It's all about the toppings, baby. Like, experiment. Like, find which toppings are superior for you and make you excited to eat it every freaking morning, like me. But yeah, crunchy peanut butter, banana, and cinnamon, superior. Period. What was your main reason to finally start intuitive eating? I knew I started having an unhealthy relationship with food when I started saying no to people wanting to go out to dinner because I had food anxiety. I didn't know how many calories were gonna be in that meal, and I was just afraid of eating out for a little bit. I would choose the gym over my friends. I was kind of just scared of like going out to eat and going to gatherings because of food anxiety, and that's when it really hit me that like I needed to make a change. So I found Natasha Ocean.
Is that how you say her name?
And watched her videos on intuitive eating, and that's what really helped kickstart me into this whole intuitive eating lifestyle. What was one of your biggest lessons of 2020? Well, there's a lot, but honestly, I would say for me, it has been just finding joy in the little things. I feel like there was so much that I took for granted before COVID, and realizing that now, like, I just appreciate the little things so much more now, and just like finding joy in the smallest things, like your morning cup of coffee or a walk by the beach. It's just like the little things that really do it for me lately. Alrighty guys, my camera is about to die. I answered a lot of questions. There's still a lot more, but I think I'm going to end it there. I'll definitely do another one of these because there's a lot of questions I didn't get into, but not trying to make this a
80-hour-long video.
So yeah, thank you for the questions. I hope that you guys got to know me a little bit more. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be back on my YouTube game. We're here, we're ready. I missed you guys, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you all. I love you all so much. I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Remember to find joy in the little things. If you're having a bad day, you're alive today, and that's something to be celebrated. So remember to support small businesses if you can, and treat yourself today.